this is an overhand grip rack chin. What you need for this setup is a bench set to 45 degrees like I have here, and either a barbell in a rack or a Smith machine like I'm using here. This is very like a pull-up, but it's going to recruit an awful lot more of your lats and less of your mid-back, because your hip is in a flex position and it allows you to drive the elbow slightly down towards the front of the hip rather than back and around the midsection like a traditional pull-up would. So for this movement, it's important to have the bench at the right distance away so that your feet are not too far away from you, that it's pulling your hips out in front of you like this and turning it into an inverted row. You need to be able to have your hips pretty much underneath your midsection, and your upper body should be in this kind of angle, almost like a pull-up, but slightly more inverted like this. It's also important to have the bar at the correct height and the bench at the correct height, so that when you pull to the top of the movement, your legs should be parallel with the ground. If you pull all the way up to the top of the bar and your feet are still above your hips, it means the bench is too high or the bar is too low. And vice versa, if you pull to the top of the movement and your hips are way up above your feet, it means that the bench is too low or the bar is too high. So for this to actually contract correctly, you want your legs to be parallel to the bottom. So you go for a wide overhand grip, not ridiculously wide, just slightly outside of shoulder width. Put your Achilles up on top of the bench, full stretch at the bottom, and then you're going to squeeze your elbows down towards the hip. Control back up nice and slow. Squeeze. So if the bench was too far forward, then you would be in this kind of position where it looks like an inverted row. You want to be in a more pull-up position like this. As you get stronger on this movement, you're going to start adding weight to your hips. So you can either put a dumbbell across the hips here, or you can put a plate across your hips like this. So you put your plate here, take grip on, and then 1 foot at a time, up into position.